Hoot hoot everybody! Hoot hoot! I'm Vilhelm Vanderbos, the noble owl of Globie Generation 2 Equinox, and welcome back to my art stream. Whoa. That was a schedule owl. Hi everybody, how you doing? How are you doing? How's the music? The music kinda low. Then again, we listen to some that are a little bit higher later. We'll see. Ah. My mouth feels weird. I had some tea earlier from like one of those like machines, and I burned my tongue. Dang it! You ever had that? You ever burn your tongue? Not so much that you kind of realize it at the time, but then after it starts kind of feeling a bit prickly. Yeah. How you guys doing? Hello Mariah, hello Miri, hello CL. Hi Lopez, hi Puppet. Hello Javier, welcome. Natsu, hi hi. Ichigo, hi hi. Zodiac, hello. So nice to see everyone like greeting, like coming in and going hoot hoot guys, hoot hoot everybody. It's like, it feels so nice. It really does. Is everyone doing alright? Yeah, today I'm gonna be doing some finishing touches on my drawing, my picture, with Celine from Fields of Mystria. If you don't know Fields of Mystria, sorry, doing the thing again. If you don't know Fields of Mystria, it is a very cute. Well-made so far as well. Early access, pixel art, cozy game. Adventure, farming sim, social, a lot of like character, were really well written with the characters. I love the characters in Mystria. And this is a little bit of a spare time, like this is my own personal project of drawing this. I wanted to do it for a while, so I sketched it. And last time I rendered it, and there's still a bunch of little things to fix on it, so we'll have a look at it. Yeah, very wholesome. That's very true. It is very wholesome. Everyone works together in the community. You kind of believe that they are a little town that's gonna have survived a huge earthquake and now is trying to build its way back up again. They have a lot. There's a lot of background story happening to the town. I really like the setting of it. I'm really looking forward to playing more. Hello, Javera. And Citri, hi. Summer's coming in hot here. Right, you were like the southern hemisphere, yeah? It's getting colder here instead. It's quite cold. These art streams have made me want to buy Fields of Mystria. It's highly recommended. They still have a couple of updates to go, but next year's gonna get the full release, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm playing a little bit of it on my own in the roosting moments of the evenings. I got the game streaming set up on a portable device, so I can just kind of... Since I realized it runs well on a laptop, I can just have that going, like my instead of running the full computer for that little bit. Hello, Nospera. Hello, Z. Yeah, it's all good. Like a lot of people apologize for coming in late and stuff, and that's fine. That's fine. It's one of those cases like where class is in session, you know. You just kind of drop by, kind of wave a little bit, and you have a little seat, and you can just insert yourself in whatever's going on. No problem. It really isn't. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope no one feels they have to really rush to get to my streams or anything like that. But just like with classes and lectures, it's not appreciated to come in and just like full caps, like middle of the whole lecture hall, like, hey, I'm here. Once is fine. We should not run either as much, but when I do, I make sure to stay as long as I can. That's really nice. Thank you. No, I do what I do for whoever is here. I am here. No, you're not. Flicks by. Just kidding. I am here. How joyful. Hi, Joy. Welcome. No kicking the door open. No, the door kicks back. Yeah, you kick the door kicks back. Flumis have already broken the door once. Yeah. I'm lurking. I'm a lurking viewer today. Gamer time for us both. Yeah. Hello, Goblin, by the way. Well, lurkers, enjoy the background sounds. You can join in chat whenever. Just finished the Globie pause challenge. I had loads of fun doing it. That's awesome. I'm so happy to hear that. I'm so happy to hear that because like the Discord, I really love what the Discord is turning into. Thanks to everybody for joining in that has been there. Blue Mods are doing a great job there as well. I'm really happy with what the Discord is. If you want to join in, there's the link is pinned in chat. Neomori Rhythm, I'm gonna lurk. It'll be really early morning right now. I understand. No worries, no worries. Early morning. You must be to the east. Well, I hope you have a nice start of your day. Feels weird to talk with having burnt my tongue a little bit. Nah. Good thing I don't do tongue twisters right now. That would have been difficult. Or very far west. Very far west, maybe. I haven't slept. Oh my gosh. Then it's kind of late morning or going on morning. I had a saying with some Japanese friends actually, because when I was more of a night owl, I would be up late. They would be getting up. I'll be going to bed, and it kind of became I kind of did this silly because it would be Ohayo gozaimasu and be oyasumi nasai. So we started saying ohayasumi. Ohayasumi. Tomato juice is helpful with light burns in the skin. Really? Oh. Time zones can suck so much, but they can also be really cool. Sometimes. It lets other people see you when, you know, like I wouldn't have reached out to as many people as I did worldwide if it wasn't for time zones. I'm gonna remember this one. Alright, but you gotta credit me every time if you're gonna use it. You gotta quote it. Ohayasumi, Vilhelm Vanderbos. I don't know how long ago I started saying that, but so it has to be, you know, copyright Vilhelm Vanderbos every time. Trademark. Anyway, I'm being silly. Let's get to the drawing. I need to lock in to do the drawing today. I'm doing better, by the way. Last stream I was a bit tired. I'm still a bit riding on the silly. I'm not sure what's happening, but I'm riding on the silly, but I feel better. Like I'm more restful. Bill Vanderbos, thank you. There you go. Good morning, good night thing with my mom when I was in Japan. Yeah, right. It really is. Time zones is tricky. Like time zones where you are normally is fine because things are predictable. I kind of switched over to stream on this hour as I normally do. I stream at 7 in the evening. Son las 7 de la tarde. And then doing the same kind of time slot every time at least made it a bit more predictable. So if you were able to catch my stream, then chances are that you could catch it again, because for a while I did afternoon and evening streams. I know some people that also do morning streams, and I feel like that's very confusing unless you do the same days, the same kind of times every time, right? But I found that for myself, this worked out really good. I had to... Footnote. Dang it, I just saw that. I had to really... How do you say that? Gosh, I read Hootnote. I thought it was funny, and I lost track of what I was saying. But yeah, I think it's better to keep the same time zone. I had to... That's right. I had to find new evening routines that worked better after stream and everything, and keep to my streaming times much better because the evenings ran pretty short otherwise. But I think I'm in a pretty decent rhythm right now. Let's go to the art scene and we can get going on some art, yeah? Okay. Right. So, last time we left off, we were here. The book is gone. There you go. So. Art so pretty. Thank you, thank you. Streams are a good time for me. That's great. That's great. I generally it's generally very European focused, but a lot of Americans catch it too. And night owls, Asian night owls catch it too. Art so yummy. Good, good. So I'm gonna need to lock in a little bit, but we're still gonna have a nice chatty time. It's not that I'm not gonna be talking to you guys. No worries, no worries. She's so pretty. Thank you. Forgot a party god. Me too. And I opened it, and I love taking breaks of several days because I already see a bunch of things I need to fix. Her arm is very thin. She wears kind of tight fur, like, you know, I don't know if it's a sweater or no, it's like a coat, so it needs a little bit more on that arm. Otherwise, I kind of need to fix some coloring because you see there's a little bit. If you zoom in, you see all the different like tendencies of how quickly I colored last time. See how much is missing here and there? So I kind of need to fix up. I'm not gonna smoothen out a lot of stuff because I really like this kind of feels like a paintbrush texture, you know? So I love that effect on everything, but I kind of need to fix up some edges here and there, some shapes, the eyes and stuff. So we're gonna be zoomed in quite a lot today. But yeah, put on some good music. And I'm gonna put on a little bit of a high-paced one for starters, and actually we're gonna start the usual one. There you go. Usually my biggest fear is someone zooming into my art and finding the tiny blank spots. There's a way to figure that out, at least for me, to going as I move along with the picture. I usually use the outline tool, because if you look at this one, for instance, if you activate an outline on this, a border effect, you can see the places that need kind of tidying, because at least the border needs to be kind of pretty neat and even, right? So you see how uneven this line is? Oh, is the music really loud? I never know with this one. There you go, maybe there. So you see how uneven this is? I try to at least make these lines kind of neat and tidy, right? That's better, yeah. I know around what numbers I usually have the music on. You know, I haven't asked you guys in a while, but how about a little bit of that spell of success? Yeah, you wanna help me like the stream? Wanna help me like the streams to see how well this is gonna go? Because I only have planned for this stream to finish this picture. Yeah, so let's say I let me fake a couple of spots just to show you the effect of this. Let me fake a couple of things here and there, right? This doesn't look like it's missing anything, but when you turn on the border effect, you see where the gaps are. See on the forehead? So that's for me at least, it's an easy way to kind of figure that out. Thank you very much, everybody. I'm gonna do my best with this. Muchas gracias, muchas gracias. Totalmente agradecido. I didn't speak a lot of Spanish last time. No big reason really. I don't mind speaking Spanish, sometimes I do. But I'm gonna need to merge everything, I think, if I'm gonna be working on this up close and fixing some stuff up. I'm pretty happy with the general tone of this whole thing, so if I change the colors, it's probably gonna want to change the whole kind of color spectrum of it. So I'm okay with merging it already and then fixing things up. We're just gonna fix up a little bit of the edges. You should defo give us art lessons more often. First of all, a +1 like for using the word defo. I love using the word defo. So much so that some people have given me the kind of like, I keep saying defo and it's completely because of you. In other notes, I really like teaching, but I never really know how to make a teaching plan. Like, I don't have a really good structure with it. When I draw, I also kind of just go by whims, where I don't really have I have a system, but my method is a little bit all over the place, so it's really difficult to teach. But if anyone ever has any questions of how, like, I have trouble with this, I have trouble with that, we can talk about it on stream. Either I will talk about it, or if I take a moment, I can actually show you an example of what I mean. I really like doing that, but it's always kind of tricky to gather specific art questions and stuff. So if you are struggling with anything, just you can ask whenever, really. Might not always be able to give an example or answer on an art stream, but can keep that in mind for another one. Like if I'm doing a challenge stream, I might not be able to take the moment for it, but this is a relaxing one. Teaching is a skill in itself. I really like teaching, but in terms of, I like to be efficient about it. Like there are way too many tutorials that I personally find take too many liberties of like, you should do this and this is the absolute truth. I don't really like working in absolute truths. So what you're gonna get from me is usually it's usually just, okay, so I do this works for me. If this works for you, implement it in however way you find it useful. So that's kind of how it goes. I don't know if I did the right thing with cleaning her up like I did. I'm gonna do a little check back on this. Let me resave this as a second one, because I feel like I erased useful stuff when I shouldn't have. Yeah, I totally did. You as a scout leader, you left us. There you go. Heck yeah, Professor Vil. The rim light, yeah, I don't want to get rid of the rim light. The rim light is important. So we'll just leave it there. It's fine. I'm gonna erase from some of the other parts at least, so that the things that I did clean on the other side, they stay clean. Alright, time to merge the character. Her gem still needs some red. Looks finished. This is not finished, but it's a pretty good way along the road. This is with Clip Studio. Speaking of Clip Studio, they're having their holiday thing that they do. You can log into your Clip Studio account once per day, and you can earn some Clippies. With the Clippies, you can get some assets that you usually need to pay for. Clippies are like, you can buy Clippies, I guess, if you want, but you can also do different things to earn them by joining their events and stuff. Merge selected layers. There you go, merged. Low dodge on the eyes, yeah. There are different attempts at the hand. We're gonna clean up some of this stuff. The flower still needs a little bit of work, but that can be separate. It's fine. WeORS, hello. Oh, thank you for reminding me. Of course. Like I also I think I already claimed mine today, but better check. All good. Because it's really good. Like sometimes you can get some brushes that'll save you a lot of time. I have a hard time using some brushes because my style is very painterly, and most brushes are suited for a Login resets in 33 minutes. Ooh, I better check actually. Give me a mo. I could just open the program, but honestly, I just opened it on my phone. I mean my portable mirror. Because I don't want to open Clip Studio when I already am capturing Clip Studio. It might just mess up with the stream, you know? I'm gonna check this and then I'm gonna lock in. I'm gonna flock in because I'm a bird. Hello Ruka, welcome. Login bonus. Okay, good. I hadn't claimed it today, so I'm gonna grab that. Okay, resets in 30 minutes. Excellent. Nice too. Good looking out. Hello Fernando, welcome. Bienvenido sea. All right. Let's see. Anyone that hasn't gotten a hoot hoot. Anyone that hasn't gotten a hoot hoot. Like the stream and say hoot hoot. Nah, it's fine. Hoot hoot everybody. I'm doing hand hearts, you can't see it, but yeah. Hello Jerry. Hello Bong. This picture's a 90s theme. This picture, kind of. This picture is based off of Fields of Mystria, which is a game that has a 90s, early 90s anime theme. Like style. So it's a fan art of Fields of Mystria. They actually have the characters somewhere. See there. There you go, see? So the characters is a pixel art game that has a very cool 90s style. I'm drawing this character specifically. Nou, hehe. Laat hem wel lekker link gaan doen. Okay, I'm gonna go in and touch up the rendering, and then we go. Oh, I'm gonna put on a little bit. It's gonna go. Usually it's a cozy vibe, but I'm feeling. I use music as a really good help for like keeping me either focused or like rushed. And not rushed, but like keeping the pace going is what I'm trying to say. Keeping the pace going when I draw. So we're gonna go for something a little bit more because we're gonna do this one, and then we're gonna go to this one, which I really like too. So this one first. I think I'm gonna get my hair out of the way too. I'm just feeling it. Tales of Destiny. Tales of Destiny. That was that was PlayStation, yeah? I'm not super familiar with the Tales of series, but I do Tales of Destiny, and then what else was there? Eternia, this Fantasia. I haven't finished Fantasia. I started Fantasia on when the remake that came out for the Game Boy Advance. I really like portable games, and I have a Game Boy Advance that I kind of you know, modded and put on a better screen on and stuff like that. Tinkering with electronics is one of my hobbies. I'm familiar with a lot of retro games after their time, I guess, because I really love the soundtracks. I really love retro, like PlayStation RPG soundtracks. Awesome stuff. It's the kind of melodic kind of power rock that kind of gets stuck in your head. I really love working to those. Tales of series got its 30th anniversary. Ooh. I really like the battle theme of Tales of Destiny. I can't play them on stream because, you know, copyrighted music. It would probably be okay, but I don't want to risk it. Vil, what was the first game you had ever played? Peekaboo. Then I grew up to become a peekaboo, a professional peekaboo player. I'm just kidding. I don't know. Pro tag. Professional tag. I don't know if there's a professional peekaboo championship, but I cannot really say. I don't really know what game I first played, honestly, but I can tell you one of my favorite games. If there's pro slapping, yeah, alright, you know what? Fair. Some movie about tag. I mean, tag, I've seen a professional tag match. Like, I'm not live, I've just seen a, you know, video of it. I had to think about that for a second. Why did I think of Pikachu instead? I actually also did. Wait, that sounds like Pikachu, huh? My country is PS1's famous for in 2007, PS2 in 2009. They played the game RPG on my PlayStation 1 as Suikoden, Tales of Destiny, Final Fantasy 9, and many RPGs. Yeah, those are all excellent PS1 RPGs. Suikoden 2 specifically, I played on a recommendation on a was it on PSP or it was on Vita? I played the PS1 version. Really good game. I was just being a wise owl. Not so being silly. Hello, Tiresias. Has so many JRPGs and backlog. Yeah, I generally don't play a lot of games off stream now. I'm playing Mischief because it's one of those games I keep wanting to play. I've wanted to play it all year, extra all the time. I'm not taking the time, so it's I'm kind of in between books right now. So, oh, owls, more owls. Leia, welcome. Owl attack. They're attacking us again. Huh, they think owl attacks are gonna work. But who's attacking who? Hi everybody, welcome. I'm Vilhelm Vanderbos, the noble owl of Globie Generation 2 Equinox. I'm an artist, cozy gamer. And like I said, I'm an owl as well. It just... No. I'm rubber, you're glue. It just, you know, bounces off of me. Hello, Leia. Welcome. Thank you for the raid. And Ava, hello. Is it an evolutionary owl attack? Man. Hoot hoot every owl. Heck yeah. Okay, who do we got here? Anyway. Who is attacking? I recognize some of these names. I've seen you around before. CL. That's it, not UCL. It's CL. Hello. And Ava. Hello. Wesley Paldover. Welcome. Crayons. What else we got? Kavinsky. And Bricks. Welcome. Did I miss anyone? We'll see. Hello, Ross. Welcome. How was your stream, Leia? Double avian. Yeah, yeah. That's a 3D. That's a 3D reference one. Hi, Vil. Hi, Vil. It's me, Ava. Hi. It's so funny with what we just said in the beginning of the stream, huh, Plumies? But then again, Ava is loud. Ava is loud, so it's allowed. How are you doing? Did you have a good stream, Leia? Yeah. Don't try to fool me, man cub. I know the deal. Art is looking great, by the way. Thank you. I'm doing fan art. I'm drawing Celine from look how it's looking a little bit from Fields of Mystria. This is what Celine looks like in the game, and I've just been wanting to. I wanted to draw her, so I'm just doing that as my own little thing. And welcome to the Plumies Nest, yeah, nice to have you. So yeah, I'm an artist. For those that don't know, I'm an artist. I dabble in the arts. Oh, how did I get there? And I'm also a cozy gamer. That's my general vibes. I like nice and cozy streams. We have a chatty art stream going on right now. You made Ava cry. It was fantastic. Not a lot of people can claim that they made Ava cry. So that's actually quite impressive. Like Leia, it's always the quiet ones, huh? Says the quiet one. Honestly, I'm not even gonna say like, what did you do? I'm just gonna be like, hmm. You know, the lip thing, like, I'm impressed. Don't talk about that. Oh, okay. All right. Don't tell me what to do. She was just nice to me. So that's how you do it, huh? So one of those cases where you know, only you can give to friends you care about, and then when someone gives a little bit back, it gets very sentimental. I like that, actually. That's a very good gap, Moe, on you, Ava. Oh my god, viewers are so crazy. Oh my god, what? What? Don't call me out like that. I'm just talking nonsense. You are essentially like oh my gosh. I thought you liked Ace Attorney, right? Essentially, I'm just talking. I'm doing dialogue. Meanwhile, your sprite is going like you're doing the whole thing. I haven't even submitted any kind of evidence or anything. The Cyclops, yeah, they're just coming apart, undone. I'm not even trying. I'm not even in the mode. That's lovely though, and Leia, good job. Like usually when it must have been a really touching gift or a gesture. I really like that. Thank you. Finally someone gets me. It's the gifting is as a love language, would you say? I don't know. I'm no expert in that. I know different other kinds of languages. Gonna grab some food. I hope you had a good stream. Well, thank you, Ava. I wonder if Ava eats food loudly too. If I wonder if that's, you know, kind of lore accurate. It should be, right? Anyway, don't have to entertain the thought. I'm the biggest bird. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Fields of Mystria, lovely game. Love it, love it. Hoping for full release, hoping for Switch release. I love my portable games. So obviously the Nintendo Switch is like probably my favorite console at this point. Did you start over in Mystria, or did you continue where you left off on stream? I continued where I left off on stream, but I also saved the save file. Should we want to go back to where we were? It's also really good practice to back up your save file for Mystria, because at times, at least I think in the beginning, there were some cases where the save file would corrupt. There have been other cases in updates as well where people's farms are inaccessible because of some glitch in their database system. So I made a backup in case, you know, because that's the playthrough that we had going. I do not have it in me to start over on Mystria. Honestly, I keep saying that I want to have it on the Switch and stuff, but I don't really know if I do, because that would require me to start over, and that's a bit of a commitment. Because I did not speedrun, like I did not, I took my time, but that was just doing it every day as it was, and there's a lot of hours in that save file, you know? Hello, Nai, welcome. But yeah, I believe the full release on Mystria might be for that's about next year. I don't know how far into next year. They have the third mega update coming up in spring, and then they're gonna go for the 1.0 release. But that's not, they're gonna keep adding stuff as they go, but they want to, I believe they want to finish the game so that it's a completable base, you know, it's completable at a base level. It would be neat if you could sync your saves. Yeah, some games do that. I don't think well, Mystria could do that because I believe it's a Game Maker game. They use Game Maker to make it. So that should be able to transfer. I wonder if all saves will be wiped upon 1.0. I don't think so. I don't think so. But I think the proper experience will still be on 1.0 starting from scratch. Because a lot of the events happen along the way, right? And whenever they add new events, you kind of just, you join in, and it's almost like you get everything cashed in at once. So it's, the pacing is not really as it's intended, you know? I'm still on year 1 though. I'm still on year 1, so I think I'm fine doing it the way I am. And we can't like, I don't know when, how. I don't know when, I don't know how I would go back to play Mystria on stream. I've been kind of putting off on playing it on my own because of it being like essentially one of the games we play on stream. But at the same time, whenever there's an update, it's very irrelevant to me streaming it, because the updates are meant for people that have played it for a while and can instantly access them, you know? So yeah. There's a lot of dialogue in the game as well, which makes it lovely to experience. But yeah, I absolutely sunk cost fallacy. You already put out so much time in one game, you want to start another session. The sunk cost fallacy and the kind of how long it would take me to get back on there, because literally, like, on the Discord I show you guys, oh, I'm gonna play some Mystria, literally played half a day, so you kind of know about how much time I put on, like, on playing games. Half a day on Mystria, that's what, that's on a slower time scale, that's 20 minutes. So if I'm gonna catch up on how many hours is it, I'm gonna have a look. Hold on. Fields of Mystria. Fields of Mystria. If I'm gonna catch up on the 50 hours we played on stream on a new file, 20 minutes at a time, I may as well wait for Fields of Mystria too. 50 hours still on year one. Hello, Tony. Welcome. All right, Z, you have a good one. Crashing thing happened. Yeah. Especially like, it's the one thing. That's the one thing I'm glad that Clip Studio does when if they do backups. If they do backups, then it's good that Clip Studio does it on a separate file, because if it were to do a backup on your main file, and then something happens, then bye-bye everything. Sometimes it's nice to take your time. Yeah. Nice to take your time when you have the time. I agree. No, but it's just the reason I even mention is not to be kind of bitter about it or anything. The reason I mention it is because for the for the whole act of gaming really is different for a lot of people, you know. I'm still learning the balance, especially after having done this, having done the work that I have for going on almost 2 years, I guess. is an act of balance. Yeah, you always have time. That's very true. That's very true. But yeah, I decided like I wanted to continue playing. I wanted to continue playing the game. I wanted to continue it because and even if, like you say, I want to take my time with it, enjoy it. Like those like 20-30 minutes I play, sometimes more, are quite nice. And you know, the game is very, you know, you can save at your farm and everything is quite nice. I used to be a bit of a perfectionist, or I can be a bit of a perfectionist when it comes to when I want to do things, so kind of how I want to do it. Like, oh, if I can't lock in on something for a specific time, sometimes I don't feel like at times that it's worth even doing a little bit. So that's one of the things I'm working on, kind of learning better, you know, how to balance out priorities, make time for the things that I want to do. That's fair, Lapis. I feel like, I don't know when you finish Stardew. When do you finish Stardew? Like, when do you consider yourself finished with Stardew? I think on stream I played Stardew until I finished the community center. I felt like that was a good stopping point, but it just really continues. It really does. And there's always something. There's always the next thing to grind towards. But we were kind of running thin on things to do on Stardew, so I just felt like that was a good point. And with all the mods that we did, unlocking the island maybe, right? That could be something. I never got there. There's a lot of stuff to unlock in Stardew. We were playing expanded as well, so that's even more stuff. Almost finished the community center. For me, that's a finishing point. The save file crash. I had to redo whole summer while I was in winter. Ooh, sorry to hear. Gosh. No, I'm doing this wrong. I'm doing the wrong thing. I'm kind of autopiloting, so I'm kind of rendering this a bit unnecessarily. I don't want it to be sharp. I just want it to be clean, so I'm not gonna do more on the face, on the hair. Gotta be careful with that. When I get too chatty and I just let myself autopilot on the art, it might over-render some parts as well. That means when I'm kind of making something very sharp when everything else is very kind of, kind of messy. Still nice, still finished, like worthy of being called finished. But then it's kind of like making a clean spot on something, or making something sharp when everything else is kind of a bit blurry. It's gonna stick out a lot. Hello, Micah, welcome. My God, let's see. We were talking about retro games before, like PlayStation 1 RPGs and stuff like that. One of the things I really like about Fields of Mystery is how it's using a lot of 16-bit sound fonts. Sound fonts is usually what you would say what the instruments sound like when it comes to older games, when they kind of had to simulate it, you know, like synthesize it. And I feel like Fields of Mystria uses a lot of Chrono Trigger music. That's also an RPG that I played at one point. Like, I think again, it was like on the PSP, PS Vita kind of deal. And it had the FMVs, so it was the updated version. But Chrono Trigger is it's an RPG on the Super Nintendo, so 16-bit. Chrono Trigger was really good. I really like that. And the fact that Fields of Mystria just has music that really reminds me of Chrono Trigger. What was it? Someone mentioned Breath of Fire 3 and 4 as well, like when we were talking about soundtracks as well. It's really nice. Surely I can listen to Mystria soundtrack. Fields of Mystria. Fields of Mystria OST. Here we go. We get let's see, let's put it on. Juniper, Hayden, Aiden, Caldaris, this one. Okay. Just for the funsies, this is Caldaris' theme, the sleeping dragon from Fields of Mystria. I'm trying to think if every time I hear Caldera's theme, it really reminds me of Chrono Trigger. I'll show you why. If you get problems with this and the parts of this goes missing, then you guys know why. Then you guys know why. It gets struck by the old copyright strike. All right, here. Don't sue me, Square Enix. I really just appreciate your music. Here. Especially when this part goes. Chrono Trigger, by the way. Kinda similar. Yeah, they just really captured it really good. It's not one-to-one sound font, but it's a vibe. Thank you, Ichigo. You like the eyes that I do? Yeah, I really like to capture emotions with the eyes. I might not be the best at doing lower the music a little bit. I might not be the best at doing the kind of dynamic poses and stuff, but I feel like using the eyes is the way I like to try to capture emotion. And I also don't really do eyes extremely detailed either. I don't really know how to explain it, because I see a lot of other artists that are just like masters at rendering eyes, you know? Hello, Joanne. Drive by liking the stream since I'm visiting my family. Drive by liking, thank you very much. Oh, well, Celine's theme, why not? Have to fix the other eye so she doesn't look too that they're not really matching to one another. But I think this is really nice. It's looking pretty good. Add a little bit of dark here to the back. Gonna give a little bit of this. Like I find, like I had a hard time playing what's it called? The Stardew Valley. Like I picked it up first. It was before I understood how to play cozy games. When I found my chill. So I one thing that is both really relaxing but can also, like, I find myself missing a lot in Stardew is the music. Like the fact that Fields of Mystery plays like a retro game and has theme songs playing around in the background and stuff. Not always, I guess it also has some quiet moments. But Stardew definitely has more quiet moments than Mystria does. So Stardew I don't dare listen to on stream because I don't think they would, honestly, but sometimes cover music of popular games will content claim. Find it easier to relax in Mystery than in Stardew. Me too. Me too. I honestly, I think, what was it, the other day, it's the first time I ever turned the game timer down to slower because I wanted to work on the farm. I think it's a really fun, really good accessibility option to be able to do that in games. Because, I mean, Mystria, all the characters have their kind of schedule, they move around a certain way and stuff. So, changing the timer will change dialogue a little bit because they might not be working properly like they normally would. But it's a really nice option if you just want to take your time with something. Like remodeling the farm a little bit, how you had all the planting fields and stuff. You can, I never knew. Yeah, you go into accessibility and there's like a time flow or something like that. Wonder if there's the if they have the mines. Dragon Sworn. I honestly, in games, whenever I look around, like when I start a game, I usually want to check the settings, and one of the settings I usually look at is accessibility. To kind of turn off some stuff like shaking screen and stuff like that might be distracting, or maybe just do the whole thing of like hold a button down instead of tapping it fast. I usually don't have any problems tapping buttons fast like that, but it's just kind of like, I'm just playing my game. I don't want to have a workout. I don't have to like put my controller down and go like, ah. Also, there's some action games that will do like this kind of tap 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 when you're kind of just you know, locked in combat with an enemy or something, and then you tap your heart out. You just and then the game still has you lose it, like the enemy just grabs and flings you like across the screen or something, and you were just like, what was I tapping for? You know, it kind of feels like those workout instructors that'll just be counting next to you while that you're just doing push-ups and getting really tired. So no, I'm just gonna turn it on if I find it on the settings. To just hold the button in. Just keeping it cozy, yeah. In 5, 4, I think we did that once, right? 3, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. Oh, and then a 5, 4, yeah, no. Yeah, Stardew Valley has turned into quite the awesome game. I can understand why Concerned Ape kind of doesn't want to move on from it. Kind of wants to keep it going because it has so much potential to stay going. I'm thinking I should start playing Mystria too. I haven't played farming games in a long time. Mystria is definitely a good one. Especially with, like we just said, you can turn the timer down a bit too. It's super wholesome. Everyone is really nice in that game. Hello, Kuni. You can set the timer with no mods. Yeah, it has an accessibility setting. All the good games let you set timers without mods. Mystria, Sandrock. March theme. Huh. My first experience with Stardew, I'm not a fan of the default timer. Yeah, no, I also felt very stressed in Stardew Valley. I learned chill. I learned the chill. And as you've noticed, I've learned to chill in the fact that I will faint, I will lose money, and I will still keep playing. That was not how I liked things before when I first played Stardew Valley. But the thing that really sold me more, so like the reason I actually was able to play quote unquote was mainly that I found a portrait mod to change everyone's portrait to anime style characters. I love that mod, and it really kind of really made it the kind of farming game that I'd been missing. Yeah, and then Pierre has the audacity to be closed on Wednesdays. Oh my gosh, Pierre! Pierre. Hello, Red Skull. How are you doing? Speaking of Red Skull, everybody, hydrate. I tried, okay, I tried. Hail hydrate. See, Mirror did it better. Mirror did it better. Sorry, I didn't get it. Nah. The Red Skull from Captain America was the, leader of Hydra, the evil organization. So that's just it. No worries, no worries. It was a long shot. It was a long shot, and I was like, wait for. What is the current topic? The current topic is retro games, farming sims. Do you like Stardew Valley, or do you also feel stressed that the timer is a little bit too fast? Because honestly, I felt stressed. I felt stressed by Stardew when I first started playing it. It's just kind of like Stardew is one of those games that I was able to play comfortably thanks to streaming, because it's like a shared moment. I'm voice acting, I'm doing all the funny stuff. But if I'm playing it on my own sake, then yeah. Should I be offended? About what? Sorry. Hello, Windflower. Welcome, welcome. Wildflower. Wildflower? Windflower? I missed it. Welcome, Flower. Hello, Evie. Welcome. Welcome back. I've been burnt out on farming games, sadly. That is something that's very easy to you can get burnt out on farming games for sure, because they became popular for a while, and then everyone and their grandma was a farming game. And I will say it here. I don't think it's a hot take, but cozy games, kind of, also to me, the games that I really liked, it's just kind of teetering really close to a bit of like, always kind of close to being boring. You know what I mean? A well-made one will kind of keep you keep variation going in either, character, story, and what you do, but it's a lot of games kind of sometimes might be a thing of the devs or something, but sometimes it kind of just is missing that little fun factor sometimes. Starts off well and then nothing new happens or something, Would it be weird to consider farming Sims Force as a farming game since they started growing and raising animals? I mean, I would consider Sims a cozy game. Mainly because it's, you know, has this kind of life sim aspect to it. My character in Stardew has more coffee than blood in his veins. Oh yeah, because coffee makes you fast in that game. Get around fast. Rune Factory Gardens of Osama was really nice change of pace for me when it comes to cozy games, since it also has a lot of battles and some town management. Yeah. Guardians of Osama, really good game. Really good game. Has changed the formula a little bit of the farming aspect, but it really had this kind of clear kind of quest line kind of deal. Hello Jesse, welcome. I really like Guardians of Osama as well. I wouldn't say I've completed it fully, but at least story-wise I beat the story. Sunhaven, it's not much of a farming game, really. Got more of the story going on. Kind of done with the inherited old broken farm narrative. Yeah. I would say the reason we were getting a lot of that narrative repeatedly is because they're just remaking a lot of the old games. And especially the with the Story of Seasons stuff. I really like that they picked Grand Bazaar as the one to remake this time, like the most recent one, because of the mechanics that game has, makes it really fun. This is the theme song where you see Dozy the doggo. Speaking of Dozy the doggo, I don't know if you guys have seen, but I posted I put the Dozy plush on Throne, and that is the one thing I would say I would wish for Christmas from Throne. The Dozy plush from Fields of Mystria. It's so cute. It's right there. It's got crowdfunding enabled, so if anyone feels like donating for the little Dozy plush, that would be lovely. Absolutely lovely. I would say Mystria gets bonus points for not making you commit, essentially, to when you get a pet. You get to pick when you get the pet if it's going to be a cat or a dog or whatever, but you can change your appearance, you can change your pronouns, you can change your pets to whatever you feel like that week, that day, that whatever, you know. You want to change the color of your dog, you want to change the name of your dog, it's all allowed and there if you want to. Want to change your character for the day, you just go into the menu and do it. No one cares. Like no one minds, I should say, rather than cares. In what game? Fields of Mystria. This character that I'm drawing is from Fields of Mystria. They have this kind of 90s style. So this is the character I'm drawing. And the characters are written really well. Oh, her eyes are a little bit weird. Not sure which eye it is. Aye. I don't see it here, but this eye. Yeah, I'm hoping for good stuff for Mystria when it comes out. Like I I had like an exchange. Like I commissioned a Japanese artist that was really into Mystria. Like I found their work because of Mystria. Also, hello Void. So I got a commission done. Really cute one. No problem, Tinkerbell is fine. It's all good. But I was surprised because at this point I assumed that all the games did it. That Mystria still doesn't have localization support elsewhere, which makes sense because it's still in development, right? But I really hope that by 1.0 they also have the language localization support, because I think the game is going to would do really well, because I was always surprised as to like the lack of Mystria fan art. Not that there is none, it's just that there's very little fan art of it, you know? And I guess it comes down to the fact that it's not really available in everyone's language. But because it has this kind of 90s style, it's so interesting that it's like a 90s style, but it's kind of, you know, kind of Western direction. So, I'm hoping they get that not licensing, but like localization thing going, so that a lot of people can, you know, can play it. One thing I'm kind of sad about that's making me on the edge for Mystria is that there's no co-op. I wouldn't want co-op in Mystria. It just doesn't make sense for the story. It's just not that kind of game. But I wouldn't put it past them putting co-op into the game because it's just an option to do, you know? It's just an optional thing. They may as well put it in there so people can enjoy it for the co-op. But yeah, I understand. A lot of people would play farming games mainly for the co-op, so then that's a bit of a deal breaker. The dialogue in Mystria is so extensive though, that the fact that you can speak to characters 3 times a day and they say different things makes me kind of like the whole Friday night at the inn thing. It's just, there's a lot to learn about the characters, which is really well made. If it's a game like Stardew Valley where well, they've added some more about that now, but they've where you kind of talk to the characters the second day and they're already saying the same thing. Because I felt like that was amazing with Rune Factory 4 Special as well. The fact that they had so much dialogues written. But honestly, we all play the cozy games or the games for different reasons, and just all the better if it's more accessible and available to more people. Hello Freya, I also feel like Fridays at the Inn help a lot in getting immersed into the game. Yes, it do. Also, when you hear the ding dong at what is it, like 6 or 8 in the evening, people are at the inn there too, and you can have group dialogues as well. Probably the only MMO farming sim I've played recently, I guess. That might be the only MMO farming sim. Until that Petite Planet comes out. If you can call it, yeah, I guess I would call it MMO like that. All right, let's fix the arm that we're talking about. I'm gonna save first. I'm gonna hydrate. If a game has a good story, I don't really care about co-op. So for me, single player is good enough for Mystery. The thing is, like, I played co-op with people, and I play for the immersion. And some friends, they play for the jumping around, the skipping the dialogues, you know. I think for me, I used to prioritize co-op as well until I was playing a game that I was very immersed. And then a friend was just running around in the background, kind of like chopping things or moving the camera around because they couldn't stand still. And I was like, yeah, maybe some games are for me are better enjoyed just on my own. Some games for me, it's just kind of like watching a movie for the first time, you know. I'm just experiencing it. And if someone suddenly starts talking about something else during a cutscene, I'm just like, are you at home? Are you at your own home watching your own movie? No, let me watch the movie. Turn your phone off. I'm watching a movie. Hello, Lana. Welcome back. That's me with Little Nightmares franchise. I played Little Nightmares 3 on my own, a little bit for that reason as well, because, I mean, we made our own fun out of the co-op mechanics. Had a lot of fun with it. But yeah. I think 3 was really good on your own. I played it on my own. I had fun. I have some shorts about it, and I don't think the shorts they don't have any spoilers, so you can always watch that. Mystery has a lot in terms, let's see. Sounds like you need friends that also like immersion, roleplay friends, maybe. Let's see. Mystery has a lot going on in terms of special events, which all make so much sense from a game mechanic point of view. Yeah, it's the fact that you can befriend everyone, you get cutscenes with everyone. It's also really important. You see some people only in the weekends because of the bazaar. They essentially have a bazaar system, even though you're not selling things yourself, you know. Mari, welcome. You played it with Pickle. I played it with Pickle. Yeah. At least I thought so. Then the whole time Pickle was playing me. I'd prefer a game if a game has the option for both, like Stardew do the co-op. After I played co-op, I was perfectly fine without it. It's a great experience, but but if you can, yeah, why not? Why not have it optional? The one reason I would say why not have it optional for Mystria is maybe they will add it in the future, but a lot of Kickstarter style games have promised co-op and multiplayer when they didn't start building the game with a netcode in mind. A lot of Kickstarter games promised co-op as their stretch goals, and a lot of them went to Inti studios in Japan, and they are not good with netcode. So a lot of the money went to them figuring out how to do netcode, and then still kind of falling short on that. And because a lot of the campaign money went to that, the game didn't turn out the way it was meant to turn out. So if they can figure it out, because it is done with Game Maker Engine, it's very easy to, at least simple enough to implement stuff like that. If they can figure it out, by all means, add it, but please finish the game first. Then you can add. Then you get the Alchemist seal of approval. Go ahead, add more stuff. Just secure my thing first, please. I'm just kidding. I realized I watch other people play. I really like watching other people play games while I watch and give commentary, and reading it now it makes sense. I like watching streams. Yeah. It's really nice to find if there's a streamer that plays plays games in a style that you like. Then that's always really nice. For me, I always felt the pressure. I always felt the pressure of doing the how is the music, by the way? It looks a bit loud. Maybe isn't. What? The Mario Kart version. Sorry. That's the final lap. I was just saying, Bill is a very busy alchemist and he hasn't got all day, doesn't ask much, just to finish game. Yeah, it doesn't, yeah, not asking much, just a finished game, please. No, just kidding. Looney Tunes kinda, yeah, it really was. That's funny. Yeah, I felt a lot of pressure playing puzzle games on stream, because for me personally, it's just like I can get very impatient when I see the solution and then just kind of like don't want to spoil it. And oh, you're doing it. Ah, I missed it. So when I was gonna play a puzzle game, I was like, oh man, do I wanna? I might be that person that makes people frustrated. But it worked out. I say, like, as one of my first puzzle games to play, being The Witness, I think we started off pretty good. It was like, it gets easier from there, I think. Most puzzle games, I will disagree. I really like my puzzle games, but I do agree that sometimes it's not very much of a puzzle. It is just a hindrance. Hands down, you're one of the only people I didn't feel like tearing my hair out. I think you're a faster puzzler than most, so it's hardly frustrating. I like that you're smarter than me, so you already figured it out before I did most of it. But yeah, sometimes you guys help me out too, though. We were figuring out together, which I think that was a fun format to do, right? I like to vocalize what I'm trying to, how I'm thinking. You're also observant and do not try to make it too much into a bit. No, okay, I understand. I'm glad you guys think so. No, if I'm playing a puzzle game, I'm there to puzzle, and I'll be disappointed if there's no puzzle. I'm just kind of like ready to puzzle, and it's just kind of like, oh, you just, you know, so there's a button, there's a block, and you kind of just like move the. There's a button next to you, Celine. Okay, click. I was like, okay, that was the puzzle. It's like, that's not a puzzle. That is a task. Into the square hole kind of vibes. Yeah, and then it starts making you feel like, does this fit into any other? Like, does a triangle fit there as well? Yeah, it does. Okay, fine. Start figuring things out. It can be a narrative experience as a little bit of a puzzle game aspect to it, you know? You know, like games like Stanley Parable, not necessarily a puzzler, but it's still, you know, kind of has a fun little puzzle to it. The void, yeah, exactly. Puzzle games like A Little to the Left are nice because it does take some thinking and it's kind of satisfying too when you complete a level, yeah. Not sure where I am, but I hope everyone's day and night has been good. Thank you, Derek. You are on my channel in my study. I'm Vilhelm Vanderbos, Noble Owl of Globie Generation 2. I'm an artist. I'm a cozy gamer. And yeah, generally really like doing cozy streams, doing some art, answering art questions if you got any. Otherwise, we're talking about puzzle games and how generally cozy games, puzzle games. I started playing puzzle games and I felt a bit, just to catch people up on the talk, I felt there was a bit of pressure because whenever I watch people play puzzle games and I kind of find the solution kind of obvious, I don't want to spoil it, but it makes me really kind of like, come on, there, kind of anticipating it a lot. I get impatient, admittedly, you know? So yeah, no, I like my puzzle games. And I like them to be tricky. I think the hair is looking pretty good at like this now. I don't have to do anything extra on this. So then let's get the gem color in. Can't see the gem color. There you go. Kind of like that. Need to be a little bit less because of the snow, but just generally behind everything. Recommend Voron. It's got pretty fun puzzles in it, and it's about ravens. Voron. Raven story. Alright. Looks cute. Momentum Valley. I feel like I know about that one. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I know that one. Oh. Someone playing the piano version. Alright, I'll bite. I'll switch back to my music after this. Dragon sworn. The seal grows weaker. Hello, Fua. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? I'm well, how are you? Doing pretty good, doing pretty good. Good progress on the picture. Gotten some changes done that I want. I'm just gonna make sure that the flower looks good. This is looking so nice, thank you. Gonna try to figure out the frost lily now. Love that song, I need it extended. 10 hours. Let's see, let's put on our song instead. Da-da-da. Thank you, I'm glad you like it. Gonna figure out this lily. But yeah, I was saying that the I forgot to mention, that was one of the things I wanted to mention. That artist that I commissioned because they like Fields of Mystery and stuff. They were actually playing it and translating it a little bit at a time as they went. So that's definitely, you know, taking your sweet time with the game, because they weren't that good at English, but they still tried their best in translating it as they were playing. And I thought that was so sweet. Usually it's the other way around, right? People that kind of get a Japanese game and try to translate and make the most of it. But it was really lovely to hear that someone did it the other way around, or like, so I'm sure a lot of people have. Super sweet, super cute. I actually got the commission now that I think about it. It's good, it's ready, it's done. Would you guys want to see it? Is it okay to see? I think it's okay to see. You guys are here on stream to see it. So bright and sparkly, thank you. Well, first of all, I'll bring up the fact that the initial commission they got. Let's see. Commissions. So they made me a sticker sheet essentially. That was the first commission. You guys remember that one? This one? Dun, 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 dun. They even drew a Plumie. And this is like Skeb style commission, by the way. I gave like references and then things that were important. I essentially gave them my B2 reference and it just understood the assignment all the way, wouldn't you say? Because you got a Plumie, you got a little Chibi Vil, you got Vil times 4, even the cup, everything. I thought it was really nice, right? Need to have a look where the other one is. Yeah, that was super adorable. They understood the vibe exactly. Like I haven't talked a lot about it when it comes to like stuff like that, but it's very difficult to get people to understand the vibe. You wouldn't think so, but it is. I need that stamp as washi tape. That, yeah, it does have washi tapes. It does have, like, it reminds me of that too. Let's see, let's see. Dore dore. Let's see, where is it? No, that's not it. Man, okay, maybe I didn't have it after all. I just lied to you guys. Oh, okay, found it. I found them. I found them. Da, 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 da. Let's see. Here. La yeah. Yeah, no, I'm not lying. I'm not lying. I don't lie. Except when I sleep, because then I lie in bed. Okay, here you go. Really cute. Boop. Look, it's basically me. Two Vilhelms. Could make it 3. Because they understood that assignment too. Mayoshi. Yeah, it's lovely. I really like how they turned out. They deserve all the praise. I'll post it on the it'll be time to post it soon. He's definitely a vibe. He definitely is a vibe. But yeah, that artist plays Mystria, draws a lot of Mystria, and trying their absolute best to translate the game to make the most of it. I really like that. They look so cool posed next to each other, like an anime poster. Right. I definitely need to use them for a lot of stuff like that. I really like the how the sprite looked. Also, I gotta show this. I don't know if it was posted online on the illustrations, but I'm gonna have a look. But I got a cute little gift as well from Jesse. I think you guys are gonna like this one too. Got very unprompted, very cute little chibi, and I might just use it as a Fugi at some point because it's just very well suited for it. Here you go. The earrings are so cute as well, just hanging there. This is yeah, it is a Fugi. It is Fugi, man, because I see what they're named. Because there's like You know, idle and talking, and then there's one that is muted, which is really funny. It's like ah, la 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 ah, ba, 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 and then you just mute, and it's just the plumey brain cell. That's so cute. It's so nice because I think I only had one Fugi for B2, and now I have two. Both are so simple and read so good. Yes, honestly, doing art like chibi art is its own thing, you know. I could draw a chibi, but it wouldn't necessarily be like the best chibi because it wouldn't read as well. I still feel like my smug expression doesn't read that well. It's a fun expression, but as an emote, it doesn't read super well. You guys know what it looks like. So I'm always very impressed. Exactly that one. I'm always very impressed when people can draw you know, simple shapes that really read really well. Need to grab and shake. Speaking of grab and shake, you said you got your plush pillow, Natsu, right? How is it? I haven't heard reviews. I haven't heard reviews from people. I haven't gotten mine yet too. It's also like, I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is. It's lovely. It works. It's lovely. It works out. I'm glad. Firmer than I thought. Okay, cool. Just it's probably just top heavy, you know. It's just strong. It's strong. Pillow is soft, but like the fabric is soft, the pillow is sturdy. Yours is kidnapped as well. I believe mine was shipped a bit later, but I don't. At this point, I'm still kind of having a look-see around. It should be in transit at some point, but I'm giving it a while. I'm giving it a moment to have a look at to see if it shows at some point. Sometimes it's just like you say, they get kidnapped, and the toll needs to kind of work itself out and everything. And at some point, just like, oh yeah, it's been here for a while. We kind of need you to just pay for it now, and then you get the next day. But then has to show up, you know, like the whole thing of like, oh, actually it was here the whole time. I've had that at some point. It's really annoying, but it'll be okay. I'm gonna keep I'll look into it later. I'm just glad you guys are getting it fine. It's very squishable. I'm glad. And you took a nap on it? That's nice. I'm glad. Yeah, Rato that made that chibi was really nice, and because I asked if I would be allowed to kind of customize the mouth a bit so I can use it as a Fugi, and they just made it for me. So I got and then I got to I just animated it, so it's kind of just going up with open mouth, closed mouth. Did I ever tell you guys? I haven't done it in a while. I don't think I've really done it in terms of like anything build related. For my streams, I mean. But have I ever told you guys my little secret of like animating mouth movements if I get to do it myself, like if I get to prepare an asset? Because, you know, normally it would be like to kind of look like you're talking. Like a Pac-Man. Was it paper towel? Paper towel? No. Oh. The what they say. No. Yeah. So at one point I was kind of trying to figure out how to make mouth movements look better for like a Fugi, I think it was. And the one thing that came to mind was like Phoenix Wright, like Ace Attorney games, because they have really good animation for the low frame rate they have. So the expressions are really good, the way they talk really good. Because nowadays, I think, like I say nowadays because those games are old. Nowadays, when you play things like visual novels, the mouth movements are kind of synced to the actual sound. So you know that even though they have like special kind of ways of moving their mouths, it kind of just does when they're talking. So I looked at Ace Attorney sprites and tried to figure out the loop. And when I was essentially trying to read their lips, I could swear they were saying, "I'm a popsicle. I'm a popsicle." I am a popsicle. I'm a popsicle. Because you get all the lip movements in that. So after that, I will kind of do the mouths that you need for it. To kind of make it mime the words, "I'm a popsicle, I'm a popsicle." And it works really well. That's my rule of thumb. And tongue, I guess, since it's talking. I wish I had the animation I could show you guys. But even trying to find the sprites of them, it doesn't really I can't find it. Ace Attorney animated sprite. I got sprite gallery, but they're not the actual ones. No, it's when you look at the sprite sheets and people just kind of loop them, so they just kind of do their mouth movements. If you look at it actually in the game, looping, then it's completely different. Anyway, let's get this flower done. Feeling the pressure, got a flower connoisseur. You're like, I need to be able to make the lily look better. Dewy Lily Bloom. I'll look at that instead. It's probably a good reference. This is a plastic one. Boo! This is a generated one. Boo! Man. Yeah, this does not look like a lily at all. The petals are too full. Being a fantasy flower, I think I can get away with some details. Probably, but it is specifically a frost lily, and lilies have attributes. They do. Just like what was it? Like tulips are related to such. Was it water lily or something? I don't remember. I remember that the stalk was the same, so they're kind of families. You look lilium. That's a genus for true lilies. Yeah, there you go. There we go. Now that is what I need. It's a red county though, but it will work. It'll do. I'm gonna do my own little thing here though. This is the freedom I take. These are the freedoms I take. And then this little pod here should be a little blue. Got the numbers of petals right. Good. Good. I'm just not really sure how to visually draw the effect of a lily. You know how the shape the petal does. Still gonna try though. I should kind of copy paste this just to be sure and try, because they're kind of supposed to have these kind of. This is a bit more like it, honestly. The shapes that they have. I'm still gonna take my own little creative liberties for it, but I would really like to be able. I would like to be able to kind of draw a convincing one. Make it dip a bit there. So okay, so this already looks a little bit better in the petal shape. They don't have these. The petals are not this full. I petal the fool. Never mind. There. Okay. Want to know a lily fun fact? Sure. I'm rendering lily. I want to know a lily fun fact. Do not stammer for this. I'm trying to make it look like that. A flower growing in the cold might grow thicker or more fragile. I like to imagine the petals being kind of like a bit see-through, you know, like it reminds you of ice. Lilies have 3 true petals. The other... Oh. Really? Oh. That does help a lot, actually. So if we're to pick out the true ones, I would say this one. I would want this one to be the true one, and this one is okay. That fun fact actually makes quite a difference for how I'm gonna approach this. Thank you. So basically, you have for a lily, you have the main like 3, and then the others. Are those the sepals that are like kind of underneath the main ones? They're underneath, yeah, okay, there you go. Yeah, I'm paying attention, I'm seeing the pattern with these flowers. So, okay, so I'm gonna say this one is a sepal. Now you are also one, so this should be just a little bit more the way this should be. And I will shape them a little bit more like it. Ain't no way I'm gonna get it super right, but I can at least make it look pretty. Flower facts, yeah, as always appreciated. I should know this as an alchemist. But I did not. The dark green ones are the what are those? Lilies generally don't have those like that. Oh. The corolla. Plants have cars. Yeah, I'm gonna be that. I'm gonna be that guy. This plant can drive. Where's my car? Where have you seen my car? And they're all like, wait, what car do you drive? It's a Corolla. Oh, have you checked the pedals? No, petal in the Corolla. Oh my gosh, you can do so many puns. Oh, you can do so many puns. Petal to the metal in your Corolla. No. You know what? You know what? This plant can drift, yeah. So sepals are typically a structure used to protect the bud of the flower as it develops. So here, yeah. The outer side are the sepals, and then on the inside you get the petals, yeah? Outside are the sepals. I'm doing it. I'm learning it. I'm learning. I get it. I get it. So with your sepals, you're safe, bud. Man. The pun unlocks. I'm trying to make the flower look a little bit more. It's not exactly exactamundo still, but I'm trying to give them a better shape, like actually a lily. Probably needs to still be able to come up here like this. Meanwhile, this one still shows that it is a petal by being higher. At least I didn't get tomatoed by the Corolla joke. Maybe I can use some sepals next time I go. Gotta. No, I can't. I can't. I had something brewing, but it didn't. Thought you were on a Corolla. I love the Corolla joke. I like to know where the car names come from. In the case of tulips and lilies, yeah, because they're related, aren't they? And boot tomato, no! You can't retroactively boot tomato. In other cases like chrysanthemums, they are more rigid and green. The scaly structure is called a pappus. Man, there's so many puns. There's so much pun potential. It's like they purposely named them that way. They're both in lily family. Yeah, chrysanthemums too. Dang. I like chrysanthemums. I think chrysanthemums look so different, but still being the same family, so cool. That one deserves a tomato. Fine. Okay, just tulips and lilies. Okay. In artichokes, we eat the sepals and calyx then? Yum, artichokes. I haven't had artichokes in a while. I should really just buy a chrysanthemums are in the aster family. Okay, okay. Regardless, I like tulips and chrysanthemums. Since we're learning flower facts, is lily of the valley a lily? I mean, the name would imply, but a lot of names have been strange in naming conventions. Because it kind of doesn't really look like one, but I could be wrong. related to lettuces. Well, let us see what Fua says. Do I get a tomato? It is a lily, but has more poker pride. Do I get a tomato? I don't know. Do you want a tomato? I approve. I approve. Lily of the Valley is part of the asparagus family. Ha! I knew it! It's an imposter. I wouldn't have thought. They just don't look like it. It don't look like it. They also sparkle in the sun. Sparkles for us also no. A lot of plants with lily in their common name are often not actually lilies. Well, tulip doesn't even have lily in its name, and it technically is. They're related. I'm gonna give this frost lily some kind of round little seeds. I know they normally are a bit more like a little bit angled. Actually, let's if I'm gonna take the time to make it look like an actual lily, may as well go all the way, right? At least to the point where I'm kind of comfortable. Asperge. Okay, that's about enough of that. And not entirely sure what to do about this bit here. This is a better look at it. Let me see if I can do something about this. Okay, it doesn't really need to have this much happen, and it can just be like this. Now the flower's a little bit off center. No. I guess I'm gonna have to do the thing. I got it. I'm gonna have to use that. I have to use the anime technique of that. And that is... this petal actually bends. Fence to the back. As the lilies do. That way it doesn't cover the little button nose. And we can benefit. Alright, so I think it looks a little bit better now. It looks a little bit more like a lily, right? I like thinking that with plant knowledge, you can look at like a flower and kind of be like knowledgeable enough to be like, oh, that petal is that anatomy is wrong. The anatomy is wrong. The petals don't go that way. And then they're the sepal as well. It's like it's no. Use references. There you go. Hopefully this makes it feel better. Thank you, Jennifer. Hello, Laurie. Welcome, welcome. I think the one thing though with this, the talomy. It happens all the time in movies and stuff when they call out a plant and it's wrong. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna make it a bit bigger. There you go. That's a pretty good size. I'm pretty happy with that. Reference. Never heard of it. Yeah, I do know that. Just like, what was it? Drawing a stone, drawing rock without references. Crazy talk. Also, this is not how these work. Dun, 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 dun. What do you call the leaves? Is it just a leaf? Is it something else? I used that reference like a week ago. When did you last draw? Yesterday? Hoot hoot! Shadow. Shadow. Out here getting called out. Where should I put this? Where should I put this? This little bit. Depends on what the plant is and where the leaf is. All right. I might just put it somewhere. It depends. I'm gonna work with the composition for this to kind of make it see if it wants to work with the rest. It doesn't do any tangents and stuff. Yeah, plant packs are really fun. Gonna round up stream in just a mo. At least I can bring back the effects on this piece, and I think mostly we clean most of it up. It looks really nice. The outfit doesn't need a lot of cleaning up because it's just a lot of fuzzy stuff. And this little bud here can be the same kind of color blue. Well, with a little bit of white. And yeah, I think this is all right. Oh, I don't have the thick vein. Oh, I see. I see. So something like this then. This is very important knowledge in to kind of keep in mind, to actually look at a real flower, rather than trying to find references online, because with a lot of generated content, it doesn't get these details right. And sometimes the actual flowers you find are also simplified versions of it. So I'm gonna just do it like this. All right, let's bring back the magic then, shall we? Oh, that's the old one. That's the new one. It's the old one, new one. Oh, new one, new one, new one. Dimple, no dimple. Dimple, no dimple. No dimple. Yeah, look, it does look like a grass blade. You're right. With a little bit of the ice effect on it too. The sparkles. Oopsie. Maybe just gotta blur this one. Put the snow back. And it looks really nice. I guess some of the warmth should also be allowed on the lily. To an extent, because the idea is that it's kind of casting its own kind of cold effect, but you know, it's still next to the inn. So we'll put a little bit of this and tone it down a bit after, yeah. Put a little bit of warmth on it. Blur this a little bit. And lower this. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. And I feel like it's, well, I would say that it's pretty much done. Then there are some stuff that I could render here and there as well. Real lily nice, really nice. Really lily nice. Yeah. I like this. I like this. Grab some glow dodge and do a little bit of extras. Or let's see if this helps. But otherwise, I'm just gonna leave it there. Maybe do some touch-ups when I can. No, there's already plenty of that here. Alright, it's alright, don't need to do it. Like, rendering gold is really tricky to make it nice and metallic as well, so probably needs a little bit more highlights of in terms of whites more so than actually orange. But there we go then. Shall we call it done? Or shall we do an Iron Blaze? Dang it, Iron Blaze, I don't want you to be right again. I don't want you to be right again, because you use the same trick all the time. You use the same trick all the time, Iron Blaze. And it looks so good. Dang it, Aaron Blaze. Oh, that something there doesn't look right. For those that don't know the name I'm shouting, it's Aaron Blaze is an animator for Disney, the olden times, and he does the Aaron Blaze. Let's see if I spell it correctly. So if in case you're curious, Aaron Blaze, something like that, I think. Aaron Blaze. And in his digital art, he tends to do portraits of, Disney style animals and stuff like that. But he has this thing where, well, he exaggerates it a little bit more. Does a portrait and then kind of just does this kind of effect on the character, kind of puts the lower part in shadow or something. Like, it looks really nice for a portrait, but so I'm just being a little silly about the is usage of that a lot, and be all like, dang it, I'm just gonna but it looks good though. Yeah. Well, Plumies, it's been lovely. I need to round up now, and I'm so tempted to just continue working on this because there's always a little extra something you can always add into a picture, but half the time it's not really needed. It's not necessary. It's more like personal preference, or if it's like a commission or something, you want to do something a little bit extra good about it, Well, I'm gonna call it Iron Blaze. So I don't get the copyright struck. Anyway, here we go. She blushy too. She very blushy. I like it. Very pretty. Thank you. A bit of depth under that hair. Hoot hoot! Are you kidding me? We just said Blaze. I was like, hello, welcome. Really good timing. It was just saying the name Blaze. It's really funny. Cannot make that up. There's a little bit more, so there's a little something I'm missing, which might be level correction. No, not level correction. I'm missing mode of transportation. What am I missing? Is it color balance? Color balance. Alright, so now that we're in the cold, maybe the shadows should be more to magenta. Or maybe blue. Maybe more blue. Does it work with blue? Blue, and the highlights can go more to yellow because they are warmer. So shadows can go to blue. And highlights can go to yellow. Halftone? Don't think we need a halftone. That red is kind of nice as a halftone. Not too much though. Alright. So if we got blue happening on the left and yellow on the right with a bit of reds, then we put the halftones in some purples. So before, after, dimple, no dimple, dimple, no dimple. And signature somewhere. This is blue. How do I do this? Okay, let's go. Signature. Ooh. Okay, let's go. Kinda. Much better. Vil. Feather. Vilhelm. I'll start it there. Vanderbos. Oh right, it's the B, the long B. Don't really remember how to do this. Feather, swish, Vanderbos, and big feather. There you go. There you go. Vilhelm Vanderbos. I'm really happy to hear that people that got the bonus card for the full bundle, that the little graphic I made for it, that it looks like that it really does look like a Polaroid picture, you know? I was hoping that it would, but I couldn't really know for sure. If you don't really know what I'm talking about, well, I had a birthday merch a couple of months back, and now it's being delivered, and people are getting them, and they're turning out really nice. That looks so gorgeous. I wish I had your talent for non-realistic art. Thank you. The base lies in learning realistic art before doing non-realistic art. But yeah, thank you very much, Book Goblin. I appreciate it. Yeah, so the scene is set. The story is like you're it's just like a night at the inn, just having a bite to eat or something, and you everyone's having fun. Friday night at the inn. Celine's house is on the way to your house in the game, so you're essentially just offering. It's like, oh, I can walk you. Shall we go? You know, and you surprise her. Oh, by the way, you know, I found this. I thought you might like it. When you're outside the inn, and she's just like, oh, like. She had the guts this. Oh, thank you for thinking about me. Like, actually, in the beginning, she's just really happy, go lucky, like very, very like, oh, thank you, I'm so happy you were thinking of me. Thank you, you're so sweet. But then when you kind of start getting closer to like a relationship, getting a relationship status with her, I think the gestures are hitting a bit harder because she's seeing you in a different light. You know? Suddenly, the gift of giving a flower means more when she starts seeing you in that different light. Otherwise, she was like, oh, what a beautiful flower, and pick that full bloom too. I should press it in a book to preserve it. Yes, I've gotten that dialogue a couple of times. Anyways, let's round up. Hutsu. Hutsu, everybody. Hutsu. We say Hutsu on the channel, mainly because it is, instead of Otsu, like most Japanese-related VTubers do, I am, so far, part of Brave Group, which is a Japanese company. And in Japanese, Otsu stands for job well done, thank you for your hard work. It's short for Otsukare-sama deshita. So we say Hutsu as I'm an owl, and the job well done goes to me and goes to you guys, because I've been here drawing and doing my best to entertain you guys. And you guys have been spending your very precious time here with me, and I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for that. I've had a lot of fun. We talked about all kinds of stuff, and yeah, lots of plant facts. Really nice to learn. Thank you so much, Fua, for teaching us some plant facts. Helped me draw a nicer looking lily. Thank you so much. And really had fun talking about cozy games with everyone as well. That was really nice. And I hope we have many more fun drawing streams together coming up. What is coming up later this week? Well, the next stream, I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow. Normally stream on Thursdays, not this week. So no stream tomorrow. Friday, we're going to have a peak collab, the Globie collab. Essentially, everyone in Globie, we're going to get together and play some peak. So that will be likely the final full big Globie collab. And I will be streaming it on my end. So you can hang out with me, and you can also hang out with everyone else that is streaming at the same time. But I'll be streaming my side, so you can see, you can be here if you would like to. Or go around and say hello to everybody and thank them for everything they've done in Globie as well. Now, another way you can thank everyone in Globie is to participate in my art challenge. My art challenge is currently the Globie Pause Challenge. You can see the information about it in the video description below. Basically, you use a short that I made to generate your own Globie OC. Then you draw it, and then you post it either to the Plumi Discord, the new Discord that we opened. You can join in as well here. Or you just post it on YouTube or Twitter or TikTok. I'll be checking all the places for the hashtag Globie Pause Challenge 2. So be sure to follow the instructions in the video description to post it in YouTube, and I will feature your art. There's no criteria for any art skills or anything. If you want to participate, I will feature it, and I hope we get a lot of them in. This is the Pause Challenge includes elements from all my I would say colleagues, but it feels so unpersonal. All my friends in Globie, so that you could essentially generate me all the parts, but there's still room for you to fill in the blanks. The Pause Challenge requires you to include the bits that you got generated from the video, but you can also fill in and do the rest yourself. You know, it can be Vilhelm Vanderbos, can be Vilhelmina Vanderbos, could be an animal, like with more animal features, or a lizard Vanderbos. I don't know. That's completely up to you. You just include the parts that you actually get generated, and that'll be all cool. Yeah. Another thing that's coming up is, as you see, the holiday tree view on Saturday. The tree view is coming up soon. It's sneaking up, just like Christmas. And if you would like to share your Christmas decorations, holiday decorations, not necessarily Christmas, anything that you're celebrating, if you want to share your decorations with us, you can also post it in the Globie in the Plumi Discord that I just posted. Like, you can join in there. Otherwise, there's a post here as well. Oh, Tricio, good. I can almost spell. I think that's it. And basically, same deal there. You post it on my YouTube community or on Twitter. and you tag it with owl3view 2025, and I will look for it and show your decorations. Just take care to not dox yourself, not have anything that is reflective or has names or anything like that if you don't want to share that. I will have a little gander at the pictures that are posted as well and blur anything I feel like is should be blurred. But yeah, it's safer if you censor it yourself first and foremost. Any other things like branding stuff or stuff like that you can leave up to me, but I want you to be careful to not kind of dox yourself, like your face if you don't want to, or names and stuff like that. So all right, so that's coming up on Saturday. It's going to be really fun to look at the holiday trees that people have posted, and yeah, it's just going to be nice and cozy. Make sure to bring something, be sure a nice blanket or cooling pad if you're in the southern hemisphere. Something cozy to drink. I'm gonna have warm milk and cinnamon probably, and yeah, it's gonna have a nice and cozy evening there with a tree view. And Sunday, finally, Fast Penguin. We're gonna play Fast Penguin. We're gonna play some snowboarding, downhilling on Fast Penguin. It's a free game. It is a free game, but it will be a member stream. So you have to be a member of the channel in order to be part of that stream. However, if you are part of the I keep saying Globie Discord. If you're part of the new Plumie Discord I just posted, I will post the game room code so you can play with us. You just won't be able to be in chat or see the stream or my commentary, but you could be an extra to play if you would like to. That's just going to be on the Discord. I'll post more information about the game later, but yeah. Fast Plumie 22K25. Yeah. Okay, that's it. That's all the info. Now skedaddle. Bye bye. Whoa. Go already. No, we say bye bye. Bye 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 bye. Bye 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 bye. And let's see if anyone is streaming. No one's streaming. Oh, well, we leave it there. Bye bye. Is there any Globie friend coming up at like in 10 minutes? Does anyone know? Quickly. I've already gone over my stream time. I was just talking about ending stream properly at the beginning of the stream and I completely messed it up. But we got Celine done. But I get less mystery time. Let me have a quick look if any stream is coming up. Coming. No. Well, anyway, leave it. Take care, everybody. Bye. Stay lovely. Then again, you've been lovely since day one, so it's probably not it's not gonna really a factor that weighs in. But yeah. Bye for now. Doei. Tot ziens. Da.